right, dude. I'm just laughing at Rags's one of your comments. Lund, arrow. Tolbert, arrow. Brooks and Pauly, arrow. PMP. Great day at the Bay Area Sports Collective. It really was, Rags, and thanks for being a part of most of it, dude. Thank you. And by the way, I want to greet everybody tonight because this is kind of a surprise kamikaze-style night flight. Just we had to do this for reasons we'll get into momentarily. But Bill Graham, the late Bill Graham, one of my true heroes in life, the great impresario here in San Francisco, the great promoter, basically created the idea of a festival. Yeah, you can thank Bill Graham for Bonnaroo, Outside Lands, all that crap. That's all from Bill Graham. Anyway, Bill Graham used to say, "Good evening, and we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, the Grateful Dead." So anyway, I just want to say I'm getting my Bill Graham on tonight. Creative Tony, great to see you, buddy. We got an NBA Finals Game 5. We're in the final 6 minutes of action, and the Thunder are currently up.
6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. That's all.
Oh, sorry. Nice. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Thunder have a 13-point lead. We're going to do you know what, Tony? Let's do it like this. Let's do the Longbridge spot right now, because I want to hear about why we're here tonight, what happened to you today, what the rest of this week is going to look like, because Creative Tony holds all the cards. He has all the keys, all the cards. It's all up to this kid, which is a good or bad thing. It's up to you guys to decide. But let's go with Longbridge Pizza. And by the way, snazzy new little layout you got going here, T. Very nice.
When you got, well, we can get into it later, but when you have a lot of time on your hands, like I had a lot of time on my hands today with my situation. So,
okay, well, shout out the Rolling Stones. Time is on my side. Creative Tony, you know what else is on my side? Longbridge Pizza. The great people of Longbridge Pizza. The pizza's on my side. The sourdough crust is on my side. And Neil Donardi, the kingpin down there on 3rd Street in the Dog Patch area, essentially the mayor of the whole neighborhood at this point, as far as I've appointed him the mayor of Dog Patch. And you should be, Neil, with a mug like that, dude. You should be running stuff. One of the great faces of all time. Tony, we don't talk about Neil Donardi's face enough. I'm a huge fan of the face. Oh, and by the way, dude, I found a huge nugget out about Neil the other day when I went in with my mom. We were having lunch, and my mom started talking about Italy and tomatoes and all this kind of stuff. And then Neil Donardi was like, well, he goes, I'm Italian, but I'm also, ready, Puerto Rican. And yeah, and I didn't know that. And he goes, it's a pretty fiery combination. And my mother goes, well, yeah, you know what? Paulie Mack is Italian and Irish. That's another fiery combination. You know what I mean? So Neil and I have that kind of hot blood running through our veins, and it takes one to know one. Anyway, great to see you the other day, Neil, and I hope you had a great Father's Day. That goes for all of y'all out there. I hope everybody had a great Father's Day, got some relaxation in, watched some golf, watched some baseball, what have you. And are we going to talk baseball tonight, Tony? But first, just a word on Longbridge. We love these guys. You join the Vibe Tribe down there. You say what's up to Andre. You say what's up to Steve and all the good people working at Longbridge, creating that killer vibe, the killer playlist we talked about last week, and then the pizza, the food itself, right? Whether it's their sandwiches, their specialty sandwiches, shout out to Vinny's Gabagool with the deli meat stacked up a foot high. Then you got the sourdough crust pizza I'm always raving about. I recommend the Paulie Mac pie. It's really, really good. The particle pie. As for Paulie's secret stash behind the counter, out comes the wooden box with all the spices. And by the way, Lady Catalina, Noemi, I love your new label on the hot sauce. That thing is killer. Compliments. Looks really good. We got to get some of your hot sauce down there to Longbridge. Get you guys wheeling and dealing together. But in any case, Tony, we'll take some thoughts from you rather, on Longbridge, and then to dive into the Giants, to Devers, the NBA Finals, your whole mess with jury duty. We got a lot to. Ooh, look at this now. Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Today, I was texting with Neil earlier in the day, and they debuted the Vibin' Out burger today at Old Factory, which is a brewery / bar in Dogpatch. They debuted it today from 4 to 7, but you can also ask for it at Longbridge Pizza, the Vibin' Out burger. It's basically their take on the In-N-Out Double-Double. And, dude, remember we sampled this last week, Paulie?
I do.
It's outrageous. It's so
even
so
Creative good. Tony sunk his teeth into that bad boy. And this guy's like a sworn vegetarian, but every now and then, I couldn't believe my ears and eyes. But Tony goes, you know what? Pass that thing over here. I need to take a hit. And you did. I was impressed. How did you do? Did you recover from that?
I did. I was fine. I said, and you know what? Everybody said one bite's not going to kill you. And that's right. It's right. I do it, for health reasons and stuff. But I had to, this thing came on a platter and I was like, oh my God, look at this thing. And there's a picture of it right there. So the Vibin' Out burger made its debut today, but you can go to Longbridge and ask for the Vibin' Out burger. I'll be there Thursday with my Little League All-Star team. Also, the Smack Stack is back tomorrow on Tuesday. And then, of course, Chicken Parm Wednesdays and the Detroit-style square pizzas on Thursdays. 2347 3rd Street in the dog patch. And the Giants starting tomorrow, it's Devers ball and Robbie Ray on the mound. Go to Longbridge before the Giants baseball game tomorrow night. They got the Guardians for 3, and then the Red Sox come into town for 3. So it's going to be a good weekend at the yard, as Kruko likes to say.
Well, thank you, Longbridge. We love you, and that burger is outlandish. And by the way, Tony, it's too bad you won't be on hand for the Red Sox Giants game on Friday night. You've already got other plans. You will be front and center down in the pit at the freaking Metallica show Friday, and then we'll see you again on Saturday. Tony and I are going to double dip. We're going to catch both. And by the way, if you are going to both, let us know this week. We'll try to arrange some kind of hookup. Tony and I have made the decision, the executive decision. We are going to do special VIP broadcasts from the parking lot, maybe even from inside. I might do a freaking VIP broadcast in the middle of creeping death. You know what I mean? If that's what strikes me. But anyway, look forward to that. We're going to have a lot of fun there. Now, Tony, speaking of,
real quick, I wish I had like a James Hetfield, or like one of his, I wish I had one of those to like just play off the soundboard, because you used to do those in the studio, like without it. I never would see it coming, but like a lot of the times when we'd be recording songs, Paulie would give me like a yeah. Can you give me a Hetfield? Is it too much to ask?
I don't like being put on the spot, but I don't know. Yeah. It's like you gotta yeah. There's different variations depending on the song and the mood and stuff like that. Yeah. You gotta know when to drop them. But Creative Tony, we have our final pair of Metallica tickets to give away tonight. We will do that at the end of the show. We will announce the final winner tomorrow morning. But T, before we go there, why don't we catch up? Because we did the lyrics on Friday, and we never chose the winner. So why don't you go ahead and share that, actually? Because I don't even know. I have no idea who won. This is going to be news to me, too. Creative Tony, drum roll, please, for the... Yeah. Go ahead.
So, dude, that's just the Sopranos love for you. Dude, the first person to email, and man, you guys must be super quick on the keyboards with the keys. I mean, so the first person to email us, take a bow. Congratulations to, he calls himself Robot Centaur on the show, but he is also known as Fareed. That's his real name, is Fareed. So, hey, Fareed, come on down, because you are the winner. Yeah. So Fareed, congratulations.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Fareed, Robot Centaur, I don't think we have met yet. Have we, Tony? Was he at the opening day party? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I don't think so either. But we'll be meeting Fareed this weekend, so that'll be fantastic. Congratulations. One more pair of tickets being given away later on in the program.
Okay, now, Tony, housekeeping stuff first, loose ends. Then we talk Devers, we talk Giants. Your whole schedule. What are we doing here tonight? Why are we? And by the way, don't think I didn't do a full show with Rod Brooks already earlier today, because Brooksy and I, he did a kamikaze show. He couldn't go tonight, so we launched at 2, and he reached out. I was like, Paulie, can you join me? I'm like, hell yeah, man. So Brooksy and I had a great time. We talked a lot of Sly Stone again, but I got to thank all of you. Like, there were so many of our people from the PMP scene that made it over there. Thank you guys so much. And you can see how different it is. Like I didn't want to start shouting our people out because I'm a guest on Rod's show, but just know I saw you guys, and it was awesome. Thank you. But Creative Tony, why are we here? What are we doing? And what's your schedule? Explain from the top. Go ahead.
I did the whole, so I got the jury summons like a month ago. I got the original jury summons like, I don't know, 4 months ago or whatever. And I told them I couldn't make it, so you're supposed to email in, I can't make it, and they email you, well, you're going to get another one coming up in the mail soon. So then I get another one saying June 16th. And for some reason, yeah, exactly, another one.
Yeah.
But, so then for some reason I thought that was Tuesday, and then I looked at the calendar of the week, and I'm like, oh no, dude, Paulie, that's Monday. So I called last night, did the whole thing, waited until late, and it says, please report to the Hall of Justice, Redwood City at 9:30 a.m. So I'm like, oh, Paulie, I gotta go do my civic duty. So I go, and dude, I was there for 2.5 hours to 3 hours almost, going through the whole process. My name got called, and then I got going to the courtroom. They start explaining to us, the trial, and it's kind of a biggie. And so now I have to hold on. I have to go back. I haven't been selected yet. They're obviously going to do 12 jurors and then 4 alternates, but there was a boatload of people there. So I have to go back 9 a.m. Wednesday then they're going to do the jury selection Wednesday. So I have to go back 9 a.m. Wednesday. Everybody, please send your vibes, send your particles. I don't mind doing the civic duty, but they said this would take at least a month, this trial, and I'm like, I don't need that right now. I don't need that right now.
Well, how long is it going to be?
A month. That's what they're forecasting for this trial. So and I can't. Then they ask you not to speak about the situation at all. So this is just my luck, man. So I'm knocking on wood as we speak. Everybody send the vibes. No jury duty. Let's have the people that enjoy it. Not to say that I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'm just not at this stage of my life.
No, I don't think you would enjoy it. I sat on a jury once. There's really nothing enjoyable about it. Here, I'm going to sprinkle some of that good particle dust right on you. These are release particles. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're microscopic, but I'm dropping them all over to Tony right now. T, well, here's the deal. Let's just make the announcement now, because if you do, okay, but first of all, what's in front of us? We will be on our normal time tomorrow at 11.
Yes. And Wednesday night. And Wednesday night will be on normally, yeah.
Okay, so hopefully by Wednesday night, we'll have an update with Tony's status. But let's just say you do get picked. I say we just go all night flights until you're released. I mean, that's going to be the only way we can do the show. So you'll have to serve, come home, eat dinner, whack down a shower, and then bam, open the mic. We'll do the show. It's really going to be the only way. So night flights are bust if you get selected.
Dude, the PMP Army rules, by the way. I'm seeing great suggestions of how I can get out of this. So a letter from my chiropractor saying I can't sit in a chair for longer than an hour.
Yeah.
Pib Ford says it's the trial of the Giants robbing the Sox. I love it, dude.
Pib Ford, nice one-liner. And by the way, dude, come on. I need your Oilers to rebound, bro. I need the Edmonton Oilers to show me some life. I can't have Florida winning the Stanley Cup, dude. I just can't have that. I can't have Stanley Cup does not belong in the tropics. You know what I mean? It really doesn't. Keep it up there in Canada. Anyway, Tony, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just a great call, dude. And bring and read Electric Acid Kool-Aid Test by Keezy. They'll never pick me, is what John Joseph says. Soccer Bowl 2 or Soccer Bowl 10 SC says that. Don Peralta says wear a Suicidal Tendency shirt. Patty, I might just wear the PMP Army shirt on Wednesday morning. That might be the call. And Rag says to just bring his 8x11 glossy with me under my arm.
And John Joseph, as always, dude, driving the lane. John Joseph said, or just commit a felony between now and Wednesday. It works. It works. Hey, I like that, John. What do you recommend? Armed robbery, something like that, breaking and entering? T, just give me a quick felony arrest and you'll be out. Okay. So we'll give you more updates.
Like Michael Douglas and falling down, just walk the streets with a baseball bat and go crazy on everybody, dude.
Yeah, a little buzz cut and a briefcase and a baseball bat. You know what I mean? I want my breakfast sandwich. Don't make me have to destroy the place. Yeah.
Don't sleep on that movie, though, dude. I mean, it is Douglas as an angry white male. Oh my God, it is a crazy movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It gets your blood boiling. It evokes reactions. That's for sure. Man, it's Michael Douglas, one of his more underrated roles too. When they talk about Michael Douglas, nobody talks about falling down. I don't think so.
You know what's weird about that movie? If you notice, they never show that anywhere. Like, it's not on Showtime, it's not on Netflix. Like, it's a movie that has just been basically shelved. I think they don't want people getting too wound up, maybe, but that movie is really hard to find. By the way, we got less than 2 minutes left in the fourth now, and the Thunder basically have this game in hand. They got a 13-point lead with a $1.50 left. So look forward to game 6 back in Indiana. I would expect Indiana to answer that call. I bet you they come up with a way to win game 6 and stretch this thing to 7. At least that's my hope. That would be my hope. And Jalen Williamson, a monster game. Big game tonight.
Let's get the extender for game 6. Scott, I'm blanking. Scott Foster? Scott Foster, that's her name. Get the extender for game 6. Get the extender. We want game 7. I think all of basketball wants a 7-game series, right? Because this like we talked about before the series, Paul, it is damn good hoops. I mean, it's damn good basketball, man.
I don't know if you know this or not. A lot of people don't know this, but I want to report this on the air. When Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson were on their wedding honeymoon yacht cruise and they were filming their video and stuff like that, they hit some choppy waters, and that's what Pamela said to Tommy Lee. She was like, "Hey, Tommy, better bring the extender. We're hitting some choppy waters." And then he did. He just flopped his piece right there on the. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I've said this before. He's driving the boat with his piece. Just keep it in mind. That's why I refer to him as the extender. Anyway, Tony, sorry. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Oh, good. And I just had another good idea. Maybe I'll just drape myself in the White Lotus tropical, garments that Pine Needle sent me, and I'll walk into the courthouse on Wednesday morning. draped in White Lotus tropical gear, and maybe they'll just say, "Excuse me, sir, just turn right around and leave."
Yeah, you should be like, I feel really strongly about this. I'm gonna have to wear this if I sit on the jury. I feel connected to the rainforest, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Anything to get cut loose, bro. Anything to get cut loose.
Oh, now you got to cut loose, Paulie. Kick off the Sunday shoes, dude. Paulie, like,
yes,
Devers. This whole Devers thing. I just Buster Posey is just making noise, dude, and it's like he's just like, I am not. There was a great article. I think if I didn't send it to you, Paulie, I apologize, but I thought I did. SF Gate today. It's all about Buster Posey. Basically said we're done with break even baseball.
Good.
And I love that, dude. And yes, Buster Posey does not give an F. I am so excited about this move, Paulie, and I'm sad to see Kyle Harrison go. Yes, definitely. But to get something, you got to give something. And I think maybe this is the new chapter that Harrison needs. I don't know. But Devers coming to town, man. Oh, dude, I saw this stat today, and I wanted to pass it on to you. There are 3 players in the last 5 years that have had a 500 plus slugging percentage for all 5 of those seasons. Do you want me to just tell you who they are? Because it's Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani,
Juan Soto,
and Rafael Devers. Those 3. Those are the only
5 players.
No, 3. Only 3.
Okay.
3 players that in the last 5 years have had a 500 plus slugging percentage each of those 5 years, dude. That's outrageous. And then his spray chart. I saw his spray chart of all of his hits in his career, and it's all over the field. It's all over the field, dude. He's got spray power, which is so exciting, dude. He took Max Fried deep opposite field in his last game as a Red Sox. Dude, Max Fried I looked at him, he's only given up 7 home runs this season, and he has a 1.98 ERA, and he took him deep in his last game as a Red Sox. It's just like, this guy is going to be such a welcome sight, and it's going to just help the entire lineup, man. I'm so excited.
Right, here come my questions to you about Devers, and these are questions I think that should be asked. Now, am I excited? Hell yeah, I'm excited. There are a couple things with the money that give me pause, and we're going to go over that in a second because I broke down all the numbers. They're pretty scary. But before we talk numbers and salary and what the Giants are going to be paying this guy through, ready? 2032. I want to talk about his exit from Boston. Does that give you pause at all? The fact that he became so disgruntled in Boston because they asked him to switch positions, and already we've got a situation because who goes where? Like Devers and Chapman. What's good? Like, where is he?
I think Devers is going to be DH. Just put Flores at first. You get Chapman at third. Have Devers DH. Dude, don't sleep on Wilmer as a defensive first baseman. And you can also put Encarnacion at first to kind of or right field to kind of platoon there as well. I mean, he might play some first base as well, and I think somebody
doesn't
said
want to play first base though. That's part of the reason he wanted to leave Boston. Right. They asked him to do that, and he was like, "I'm not playing first base. I'm a third baseman." Like, that was a big part of the problem back there.
I don't think he's gonna take Chapman's spot at the hot corner. So I think he'll just DH and just go swing it, dude. Go freaking swing it. I saw another stat during the Giants-Dodger game on Sunday that said he has he has 15 home runs or 14 home runs right now, I think.
Yeah.
And that he would have 11 more home runs added to his total if he was at Oracle Park because of the distance of his home runs. And they did a chart of like saying if these home runs were hit, if these doubles were hit at Oracle Park, they'd be home runs. And it's like, but he's got power to all fields, dude. That's what's so exciting to me. And he's going to make Adames better. He's going to make Chapman better. I'm very, very excited, man. And then also, like, we're getting Verlander back. This series for the Guardians goes Robbie Ray Tuesday, Verlander Wednesday, and Logan Webb on Thursday. So that's freaking, come on. Let's go sweep the Guardians. Sorry, Stephen Vogt. I do like Stephen Vogt. Let's go sweep them out of town. But this also, I think, we were talking about the Bryce Eldridge thing and like how hot he's been in AAA and like, oh, we got to bring Bryce Eldridge up and should he come up and da da da, is it too early? And then you and I were both worried about like pulling him up and then like, I don't know, too much pressure on the kid. Like he has to be the seasoned savior, Well, that's not the case anymore. if they do call him up, he can be in a more relaxed role instead of this, oh my God, it's Bryce Eldridge and he's here to save the day or here to save the season. That doesn't have to be the case anymore. I'm excited about that as well.
Well, listen, I think it's a great move for the Giants. I think it means so much. I think it means more than we just see on the field. I also think, and Brooksy and I talked about this today, that, you know, the message that this sends through the Giant clubhouse is, hey man, we're here to compete. We're here to win. We're going to compete not only for a playoff berth, but let's compete for the division. I think that's what this means because again, it's June 17th. And the San Francisco Giants are 2 games behind the Dodgers. I still can't. Now, again, the series in LA, a little frustrating, but overall, I think the Devers story kind of trumps the fact that the Dodgers just took 2 or 3. I really believe that because now I think all the pressure is on LA. All the pressure. They have to maintain this. They're going to have to maintain a lead in the division, and they're going to have to win the division because if they don't, the Giants will just take it from them. If they can maintain this and keep this up, they will just take the division from them. So I actually think that's going to be the story of the second half, Tony. Let's be a wild card team. Let's win the effing division. Let's
dude. Yeah, Buster. That's what I love about Buster. He's like, the time is now. Like, time has come today. Time. Nice. Oh, hold on. Robot Centaur's in the house, dude. Hey, Robot. Fareed, congratulations. Nice. Thanks for the tickets, guys. I like Harrison, but I'd like to see the Giants win another ring. Even more. Big Dom Lefty has been fire at 1B, so great depth there. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Dom has been good at first base as well. Good call.
Hey, T, leave the message up from Robot Center. Congrats, and you're welcome, bro. I hope you enjoy the show. We'll see you down there. T, I want to shout out your new artistic flair. The font you're laying out here, it's kind of Iron Maiden-esque almost. Like, I don't know, there's like a metal aspect to it. So shout out to the whole new look. I dig it. It looks good, man.
And so there's a whole list of different fonts down there, buddy. And this one's called Metal Mania. We did Creepster on Friday because it was Friday the 13th. This is Metal Mania in honor of Metallica tickets being won by Robot Centaur and another pair we're giving away later on in the show. So, Robot, thank you, dude. Thanks for the fun emails you always send, and thanks for the contributions on the chat. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.
T, I think maybe if I didn't mention this yet, I probably should go ahead and reveal the winning song last week, the Robot Center one. That was for The Thing That Should Not Be off of Master of Puppets. One of my favorite songs. Like, it's a killer track, kind of a slow tempo song, but heavy as hell. The Thing That Should Not Be. So Robot Center, way to jump on that. Hey, Escobar the Third, he's another one of our Metallica VIPs, and you do need to be a VIP to win the tickets. So when you send in your answer tonight at the end of the show, make sure you're part of our VIP program. Only costs $5, and you can win stuff like Metallica tickets. T, go ahead and do the honors here. What's he saying tonight?
Look at Escobar, by the way. Is that Escobar? Is that you in a costume?
I believe it is. I believe it is. Yeah, like Bane from Batman. Yeah.
I want to hire Escobar as my personal guardian. But Boston lied to him, saying they told him Bregman was going to play second. Then in spring training, that was the opposite of what happened. Then the first baseman got hurt, and they came asking Devers to pick up a glove. And yeah, he's not known for his defense. Let's just put it that way, right? So Escobar, I think we should just have Devers come to the Bay, be a DH, and if you need to do a spot start at first base every now and again, it's all part of the package. You can appease Buster when Buster says play a little first base every now and again. By the way, he's number 16 for the Giants. He's jersey number 16. Can you name? Well, I can. The last 16 that I can think of for the Giants. Can you, Paulie?
Oh man,
handsome Giant. I've compared Carlos De La Fuente to this Giant number 16.
Give me an era. On Hell. Is that On Hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, On Hell.
Yeah.
Pagan. On Hell Pagan. Dude, and again, I saw On Hell Pagan peacocking, dude, through a peacocking right through a sushi place in Scottsdale one year when Murph, I'll never forget this. It was Murph, myself, and Howard Bryant, dude, HB, the three of us. We went to this really trendy, like really high-end, like sushi place, whatever. It was really good food and everything. And we're sitting there, dude, I'm not kidding. Pagan comes walking in. I don't know if I've added this detail in my imagination or if this is real, but I want to say, because he was wearing like a V, like it was like, by the way, we're in the desert. Okay, it's hot. He's wearing like a V-neck sweater with no shirt underneath, just all chest. And dude, walking in, I'm talking skin tight jeans, dude. Skin freaking tight jeans. And I want to say there might have been a comb sticking out of his back pocket, but I might be making that up. I don't know. I've added that in my imagination, or maybe it's true. I really don't know. But when, bro, he came walking in and like every head in the place turned. And I can tell you this right now. The ladies love On Hell. Okay. They love On Hell. Yeah.
And also, this is On Hell's mantra.
The rules are there ain't no rules.
Yeah. There was for a little while, and I think it's out of the fashion, the center of the fashion world, but there was a thing called the deep V, where there's the regular V-neck t-shirts, but then there were t-shirts that were called the deep V, where the V went like low, like it went.
That's what my man was rocking. He was rocking a deep V because the pecs were flying, and there was no like shirt underneath, just glistening chest. You know what I mean? It was all pectorals, and Angel Pagan saying, "Everybody check this shit out. Here I am." It was like one of those moments. Yeah,
I got to shout out my brother-in-law's buddy Brian Phillips, because we were on a trip together. My brother-in-law Rob's buddy Brian, and he's wearing one of those. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you wearing, man? And he goes, oh, dude, this is a deep V. And I go, oh my god, did you just call it a deep V? And he goes, oh yeah, dude, these are deep V's. Deep V is sick, bro. I'm like, oh,
okay, whatever you guys got to do, man. Yeah, it's all good.
I actually could never get away with wearing it, you know. So props to those that did, especially On Hell Pagan. But Devers will be wearing 16. Dude, he's third in MLB and RBIs. By the way, you know who's ninth in MLB and RBIs?
I'm gonna say Wilmer Flores.
Boom. So we have 2 of the top 10 RBI leaders in MLB, dude. So the future looks bright. I gotta wear shades, Paulie, and it's a very good time to be a Giant fan, I think, because with Buster at the helm, man, it's like I guess he's been talking about trying to get Devers for weeks. And he was talking about how there's something about his swing and about how his contact, and he also has a very good eye. So I'm just very excited for Devers, and I'm assuming he's going to be introduced tomorrow at 2:30. I know that, and I hope he's in the lineup tomorrow night. I would assume he is.
Couple quick. I'm excited about Devers too. I think we all are. It's pretty unanimous, dude. This is going to be a real shot in the arm, a nice adrenaline shot for the Giant offense. Hopefully, T. You mentioned you quoted. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Real quick, who's that from? Who's the name of the artist?
I got the future so I gotta wear.
Corey Hatch, am I right?
No, future so bright, I gotta wear. Well, there's I Wear My Sunglasses at Night by Corey Hart, but
I knew we had to do with sunglasses. Help us out. Who did the future so
wear
bright?
Shades. Gotta wear shades. Come on, man.
Here's how the times have changed. In the 1980s. They had singles. Called "The Future So Bright." I gotta wear shades. Who was it? What?
Dude, Paulie, are you ready for this?
What?
The band Timbuk 3. Dude. Noemi had it, dude. Noemi had it. Timbuk.
Okay. By the way, total side note, yo, Stevie B, bro, you're dropping License to Drive, Corey Haim. Don't get me started. Dude, one of my favorites, Stevie B. I'll go deep on that. I'll tell you the best scene in the whole movie right now. I didn't expect to go there, but since you brought it up, by the way, have you seen it, Tony? You've seen License to Drive?
Not in a dog's age, but yeah, dude.
Go back. Show your kids. I'm saying it's pretty kid friendly. I showed my kids when they were pretty young, dude. They were going crazy. So first of all, you got Haim just dropping science. You got Feldman. It's the Haim Feldman thing at full strength. And you know who else he got? As like a kid, Heather Graham, dude. Heather Graham well, she wasn't Roller Girl yet. She was just an innocent kid, but she was like the love interest there. And dude, the best scene in the whole movie, like Corey Haim is taking his road test, and he's got like this brutal driving instructor. And like Corey Haim gets in the car, he's like nervous, he's twitching. And this is what the driver says is the best. He goes, a lot of people like to use a clipboard. I don't believe in him. And he throws it out the window. He just throws it out the window. And he's making him do like the hardest stuff. He goes, all right, get up this hill right now. And he's on like a steep incline. He goes, I want you to parallel park right here. And like there's trucks backing up. It's like total chaos. Anyway, Stevie B, another reason to love you, bro. We're going to, when we hook up next, we're going deep on License to Drive. Tony.
Hey, Paulie, I also saw a comment from Stevie B earlier saying that he spread some particles in Fenway Park last week. So I'm going to throw some credit to Stevie B's in Stevie B's direction. And supposedly, I saw another article today where Bill, why am I blanking on it? Bill Simmons was saying that like he wasn't surprised about the Devers trade because the ownership group that owns the Red Sox also owns Liverpool FC, and they really wanted that other player. I forget his name. to be able to do that, they had to get rid of Devers, and it's like, oh, that's very interesting, man.
You know who started that? You know who started that conspiracy theory? Bill Simmons, your guy Bill Simmons. Yeah,
right,
it's come to my attention that apparently they're going to cut. I'm not the biggest Bill Simmons fan in the world. I think he thinks a little bit too much of himself, and I don't think there's any truth to that. I think the Red Sox, I think they wanted him out. He, like all my friends from Boston chimed in on this today, and they're like, dude, you're getting a great bat, but they're like, we'll give you 2 years before it's ours. And I was like, damn, really?
Really?
Yeah, they say he's kind of a diva. He's not a clubhouse guy. He's not a good teammate.
But hold on. We got Willie Adames, the greatest guy to ever walk the face of the earth, into a clubhouse. So Willie is gonna make Devers become a long-term giant. How about that? I mean, believe in Willie.
How about this then? If that's going to go that way, maybe Devers can teach Adames how to hit again. Because at some point, I'd love that bat to wake up just a little bit more. You know what I mean? We're paying you to hit, dude. Give me some more hits. Anyway, dude, I wanted to say, where did my John Joseph thing go? Is it already gone? It's gone. All right, John Joseph said that he saw license to drive at the Geneva Drive-In, dude. At the Geneva Drive-In back in the day. Do you remember the Geneva Drive-In, man? Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, I do. Absolutely crazy. I want drive-ins to come back. I'd love to drive in, dude.
They're the greatest. Drive-in. There was one out in Concord too. Do you know the one out in Concord by Route 4 or whatever it is?
There's one in Burlingame on 101, right off of 101. We used to go. The first movie I ever saw at a drive-in was Clash of the Titans with Medusa. So
I'm with you. I saw Clash of the Titans too when I was a little kid. That was some epic stuff back then, dude. Sword fighting with 6 arms and all that stuff. Yeah, Medusa coming at you. Yeah, Clash of the Blanking Titans. I saw that.
Hang on real quick. Paulie, the Sons of Johnny Master says there's a situation at Dodger Stadium. So I don't know what the situation is, but I'm looking at the box score. It's 3-2 Dodgers, 2 runners on. But Shohei Ohtani did pitch 1 inning. He made his debut on the mound this season, and he gave up a run and 2 hits. So I don't know what the situation is. I do see 2 runners on for the Dodgers with 2 outs. So just FYI. And I'm hoping that everybody's okay down at Dodger Stadium. But I was, I could go back into the confessional again because I say I was excited to see Shohei like on the mound and see what he was going to do. I didn't know he was only going to go 1 inning, but I was like, dude, that is so. In today's day and age, for a guy to pitch and hit, it's so unheard of. And that just goes to show what a ridiculous talent he is, dude. And I found myself thinking over the weekend as I wear my Dodgers suck t-shirt. My dad got me this, is that when you've got Shohei, then Mookie, then Freddie Freeman and Will Smith. And I mean, dude, it's that lineup is stacked, man. So I think Buster, seeing what was going down after that 10-0 shellacking or whatever the final score was on Saturday, I kind of tuned out. I think Buster was like, we got to make this deal. We got to make this happen.
Tony, how ironic is it that, and I'm not making this up, this is the news of the day, buddy. Your guy, Shohei Ohtani, Mr. Squeaky Clean Baseball himself, on the day that he gets back on the mound, he just throws his other buddy right under the bus, dude. His old interpreter, okay, the guy who's taking the fall, because I'm convinced, I don't know what the story there, but are you telling me that Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was placing all these bets on his own, taking dough out of Shohei's account, like without his knowledge? Okay, if that's what he wants to say. In any case, this dude just reported to federal prison today.
Dude, that's outrageous.
He's got to serve 57 months in federal effing prison for what they say he stole. Okay, he stole $17 million from Ohtani, and he didn't notice that. He didn't notice $17 million. That's kind of suspicious. In any case,
the whole
I'll
thing.
try to pronounce his name. Forgive me if I butcher this. I don't mean any disrespect. Ipe Mizuhara, I believe is the correct pronunciation. Ipe Mizuhara. He is the disgraced former interpreter, and he reported to federal prison today in Pennsylvania to serve a 57-month sentence. Dude, that's a long sentence, dude.
Well, I mean, I wish that was the trial that I was signing up for, to be to do my jury duty, because I would let the guy walk, because it's like there's no chance in hell Shohei didn't know that was going on. There's no chance.
And it just shows you how the powers that be, this guy Manfred, how he runs the league. as compared to how commissioners of old do, where they were more than happy to throw Pete Rose under the bus and ban him for life. Now it seems like they want to protect their blue chip guys. Like there seems like, hey, if Ohtani took a fall at this point, Major League Baseball probably can't afford to take a hit like that. So I think the whole thing stinks to the high heavens. I really do. And I think Shohei Ohtani is just skating away like he's Mr. Innocent, but I don't buy it. I don't. I think he has to be dirty on some level here.
No question. I completely agree, dude. The whole thing, and it is, like you said, it is ironic that the first time he takes the mound is when the guy goes to jail. It's like, Jesus, man, it's unbelievable. And he managed to slide away from all of that, like just slither away.
Nothing.
And
yeah,
I know.
Like John Gotti, dude, like John Gotti walking out of a courtroom, just dusting off his lapels. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm innocent. Anyway, that's your guy right there. Shohei Ohtani, Creative Tony's favorite player.
Oh,
all right,
Paulie, I want to tip the cap, dude. I want to tip the cap to Gage Wood, pitcher for Arkansas today. I'm knee deep in the College World Series right now. And seriously, it's something I want to do because it's always near Father's Day weekend. I want to do a Father's Day in Omaha at the College World Series because it is just great baseball, dude. And dude, this guy threw a no-hitter today against Murray State. Sucks for Murray State because I was actually pulling for them. But dude, Gage Wood threw a no-hitter, and the only reason he had 19 Ks, by the way. The only reason it wasn't a no-hitter is because he drilled somebody. That's the only reason. The only reason it wasn't a perfect game. It's because he drilled somebody.
Wow.
So yeah, dude, the guy was dealing. So I'm big on the College World Series. I love that brand of baseball. It's like we were watching it over the weekend. I'm like telling my son, like, look at guys like still run through the bag, even when they know they're probably going to get out. They still hustle their ass off down the line, and I don't know. It's just a great brand of baseball. So check out the College World Series if you haven't already. Get knee deep.
Tony, update me. I got to be honest. I have not seen a lot, if any, other than what I've seen on SportsCenter. Who's left standing in the College World Series?
We got Arkansas in the losers bracket. You got Oregon State and UCLA and LSU were supposed to square off. I haven't checked the scoreboard. And also Oregon State was still in it, and I'm blanking on somebody else because I watched the LSU, dude. Jeez, man, they're good. And also, you see these great bunts laid at the perfect timing. There was a safety squeeze put on by Louisville. Louisville had a great come from behind win, and they knocked out Arizona. But great safety squeeze. It was just incredible. Like, you don't see the safety squeeze, and I'd love to see it come back in baseball because if it's executed properly, it's almost indefensible, but you don't see it in the big one.
Creative Tony, shout out to the safety squeeze. Also, shout out to the safety dance, courtesy of Men Without Hats. SSSSAAAFFFFEEEETTTTY. Dance. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan of safety dance. I'm not just saying that.
Well, who was it that walked into the bar at Cheers and said, everybody, didn't he say everybody let's Wang Chung tonight? Didn't he say,
I would take a wild guess. It's probably Norm, right?
No, I don't think it was Norm. I think it might have been Kramer. Anyways, Men Without Hats was the band that did Safety Dance, correct? And they had the very, very interesting video. I don't even know if you can really explain.
It was like the Charles Dickens fair at the Cow Palace, dude. You had guys playing the flute, like skipping around like little people. You had like fair maidens carrying like jugs of wine or something. You're right, dude. It was a whole medieval vibe they had going on, which didn't suit the kind of techno flavor of that track. Bang, 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 you can dance if you want to. Again, I'll defend it, Tony.
We can leave your friends behind. And if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I mean, dude, great lyrics, by the way. Guys, thank you.
And then the girl drops in out of nowhere. She just drops this in for no reason. Francais. She just dropped in a Francais. I don't know why. Francais. Okay, Francais to you too. You know what I mean? The whole thing was a big mystery back in the 80s. We didn't know what was going on.
Pause real quick because people are reminding me that it was Fraser who had the line about Wang Chung. Let's Wang Chung tonight. And Rags, he says Lilith was sneaky hot in Cheers, and I totally agree, man. Especially the episode where she lets her hair down.
Right. You guys want to talk Lilith? I didn't know we are going to have to do this tonight, but might as well be the night. Okay, finish your thought, Tony, because I'm going to educate the whole class in a minute here.
No, but I'm blanking on her name as the actress's name. But Lilith was great. She always had her hair up, but then there were times where she would take it down and it would drive Fraser crazy. Best.
Well, it used to drive me crazy too as a little kid. I got to be honest. As a teenager, I was like, "Whoa!" I mean, there was something about that whole like librarian secretary kind of Adam Ant Goody Two Shoes vibe and the haircut. It was like a whole thing. Okay, if you like, and what was her name? You guys help us out. What was the actress's name?
Hold on, Lilith Sternin, obviously was her name, and then BB Newworth.
That's it. That's
Yep.
it. Okay.
Newworth.
Hey,
Yep.
Rags, I saw how much you were talking about how much you like her. If you, I think we all wanted to undo that bun, Rags. We did. Okay, if you like BB Newworth, you like Lilith, let me direct you to probably her sauciest, sexiest film of all time. It's a really good movie, too. If you guys have never seen the Spike Lee movie called Summer of Sam, he made a movie about the Son of Sam killings and everything. It's a really good flick. Adrian Brody is in that. A bunch of guys from The Sopranos are in that, too. In any case, in that movie, BB Newworth plays a hairdresser, and there's a couple scenes. I'm just saying, there's a couple scenes, Tony, that are you know revealing in nature, and you get to see like the wild side of Lilith from Cheers. So you go check that out. If you're a fan, you can thank me tomorrow or whenever you watch it. And by the way, it's a great movie. It's really a good flick. But for you BB Newworth fans, that's the one. That's the one you're going to want to see. Yeah.
Also, Kirstie Alley getting some love on the chat, and I agree. And yes, R.I.P. Kirstie Alley. That I totally forgot about that.
Man, what happened to her? Did she have cancer or something? I forgot she passed away.
I don't recall. I just remember being sad when she passed, just thinking, "Oh, that's such a bummer," because she was a great addition to Cheers. Because
Mayday Malone, dude, Mayday Malone, he's had them all over the world, literally.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
What do you just have to tip your cap? Basically, you just got to tip your cap and move on to Mayday. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, T, also want to tip my cap to a feature we haven't had here on the show in a while, and I'd like to drive us to it if possible, because I do want to get the Metallica tickets in before 9 tonight, which is the world-famous, legendary, has its own art direction behind it. Shout out to Don Peralta. Tony, you're Tony's top 3. I understand you've got something special for us tonight, so let's go there.
Tony's top 3. Tony's top 3.
That's right.
Tony's top 3.
There we go. Feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. It's been a while. You're right. It has been a while. It's been a while.
No, don't even. Hey, Tony, did we go top 3 free last week? I don't even know if we dropped one last week.
I think we did go to TT3 free. It was a TT3 free week. It's hard to say.
And again, I've tried this before. I've met with crickets, but only maybe John Joseph would know this. And I think it's another one of these like New Jersey heavy metal bands. I remember like a local band from back in the day. Dude, shout out Tony from the 80s. TT Quick. Okay. TT Quick. Yeah.
I don't know. Dude.
Yeah. Anyway,
like from LA, like where are we talking?
No, I think they were from Jersey. I'm pretty sure they were like a Jersey metal band. Yeah, TT Quick. Rags knows them. Yeah, TT Quick. Hey, you guys, shout out TT Quick. John Joseph, look into him. That's your homework assignment. Anyway, Tony, no, I like to. We haven't fed the ducks in a while, and we also do.
Did TT Quick ever share a bill with JJ Fad?
Doubtful. Very doubtful. Well, I got no problem with JJ Fad. I'll back Supersonic as well. Supersonic. I'll back that. I will.
Dude, Supersonic all day. Supersonic. Dude. So I really, this is something I've been thinking about since Devers came aboard. Number 1 in top 3, Paulie. Who do you think benefits the most in from Devers coming to the Bay in that lineup? When you think about the lineup, who do you think benefits the most?
Well, I was going to say, give you kind of a comedic answer, but also kind of serious at the same time. I think Giant fans are going to benefit the most, the whole Giant fan base. And so is the Giant front office, because wait till these games are going to start selling out. This is the kind of guy people will pay money to come watch hit. That's how much pop he has. That's how special he is in the box. So Patrick Bailey.
Think about the crowd tomorrow night with Robbie Ray on the hill, one of the best pitchers in baseball. And then you got Devers hopefully making his debut. Summer is upon us. You know, school's out, kids are off. I bet you tomorrow night, dude, is going to be a big crowd at the Yard.
Listen, Tony, I asked for an answer, and my man John Joseph stepped into the box and said, "I'll take that challenge right now." He goes, "Oh, TT Quick." He goes, "That was New Jersey's answer to AC/DC." Dude, I knew I could leave it to you. I know I could leave it to you, John Joseph, and I will see you Sunday, dude. We'll see you at Metallica. And Tony, so the last bit of information, we'll go right back to your first topic, I promise. But I didn't follow through on this earlier. Tony and I'm getting my tickets on Thursday. I don't know where I'm sitting yet or where we're going to be in the parking lot, but we'll get to all that stuff on Thursday and Friday, I promise. Anyway, stay tuned. I didn't mention that earlier.
I promise you I will. Come on, dude. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. Stevie B is a super. Got me on the TT Quick wiki rabbit hole. Lead singer graduated from my high school in Manasquan. Is that how you pronounce it? Am I pronouncing it right?
That's on the Jersey Shore. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Hey, I told you. So they were a Jersey metal band. I guess that's why they were familiar to me, but not you guys in the Bay. But yeah, TT.
Did they ever get out of Jersey? Did they ever make it out of Jersey, or did they just kind of stay in Jersey?
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think they ever did get out of Jersey to the best. Or if they did, you probably would have heard of them, Tony, because I know your antenna was up too. But anyway, TT Quick, man. Great name. You guys try that with your next wedding. Okay. Hey, do you guys know anything off of TT Quick's first album? You know what I mean? See what happens. So who's going to benefit most? I'm going to say, Tony, it really depends on where he hits in the lineup. But I think he's the kind of bat and the kind of presence that can benefit the guy in front of him and the guys behind him. I really believe that. How about you?
Okay, so I think, and I've seen his name pop up a bunch on the chat. I think Adamas is going to benefit the most from the addition of Devers, because it's going to take pressure off of Adamas, and it's going to maybe just give him a chance to sit back and play the game and hopefully turn his season around at the plate. This is going to lead me to number 2 of top 3. Number 2 of top 3 is thinking. And I'll give you my 2 cents as well. But where do you think Devers is going to hit? Number 2 is number 2 of the top 3. Where do you think he'll hit in the lineup?
I have to say 3rd or 4th, right? I mean, that's the only 2 spots. I mean, it kind of reminds me. I know I don't want to get too carried away, but it reminds me of the days when the Giants had serious effing pop, MVP power pop, when you had Kent, Bonds, and Burke. Bam, bam, bam. That was the Giants version of Murderers Row. We haven't seen pop like that since. So I got to think my gut says he'd be a great cleanup hitter, but I could see him hitting 3rd too. What do you think?
Well, it's funny because the new age thinking, and I love this thinking too, is that, is that you want your best hitters to hit at the top of the order because they'll get the most at bats in a 9-inning game as the lineup turns over. That's why Shohei leads off for the Dodgers, because he's guaranteed to get the most at bats of anybody in the lineup. So I'm guessing he'll bat 3rd, and I'm hoping they bat Adames 2nd. Just put him in the 2 spot, back in the 2 spot. He started the season in the 2 spot. I put him back in the 2 spot, and then have him see some nice juicy fastballs because they don't want to pitch to Devers. So I would love to see Adames get in the 2 spot and get some fastballs, and then maybe Ramos in the 4 hole, Chapman in the 5, keep Jung-Hoo obviously at leadoff. But you got Wilmer also in the 6th hole. So I mean, these are all when Chapman comes back, obviously, and we don't know when he's coming back, but hopefully sooner than later. And then you got Yaz and Encarnacion as a platoon in right field, lefty righty, and then Fitzgerald and Bailey when Bailey comes back too. So and shout out to why am I blanking on his name right now? The catcher they brought up. What's that? No, the catcher they brought up. He went deep. He went deep against the Dodgers on Friday. Kinsler.
Yes.
So
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying shout out to him, man, because coming up from AAA, I was excited for him to go deep. And that was a shot to dead center, man. So I was excited for him. And I love that the Giants got Friday night's game. Sunday is a different ball game if they didn't make this deal with Devers, because it wasn't a throwaway game, but they had to start Sean Jelly.
I thought he did a great job, but considering that he had 30 minutes notice. Oh, by the way, Sean, go grab a ball. You're starting. What, dude? Okay. So I thought he actually did a great job, and they got help from a lot of interesting guys. Christian Koss was driving runs in. It was a really interesting cast of characters last night. I kind of wanted that win. I really did. I wanted the win, but knowing that Devers was coming, kind of cooled out the loss. You kind of not canceled it, but it took the sting off. Do you feel that?
100%. I kind of just mailed it in thinking, okay, with Devers coming to town and Harrison scratched from the line. Harrison got loose in the pen.
I know.
Like that's how late the news was. That's crazy stuff. So,
and they already optioned him in Boston. They sent him to AAA today.
Wow.
Harrison. Wow. Yeah, he just got to Boston and they optioned him immediately. And that's what the guys in Boston I talked to, like my friends who are Red Sox fans, they're pissed. They are freaking pissed because they were like, dude, if you look at it from our perspective, a Red Sox perspective, they just swept the Yankees. Literally, they're starting to play good baseball, and then they trade away their best bat. And to those guys, they've never heard of Jordan Hicks. They've never heard of Kyle Harrison. And they look at the numbers. They're like, dude, we got a pitcher with a 4-point-something ERA for Devers. So they're furious. Boston's going to be inflamed for the next month or two. They're going to have a hard time explaining this to their fan base. You really can't explain it.
And dude, I'm also, Jordan Hicks, best of luck to you, but I'm kind of glad that he is gone because I felt like they didn't know what to do with him anymore because they gave him a shot as the starter. They put him back in middle relief. He has not had a good season so far. So it's like, okay, I'm glad they packaged him in that deal because it was just, he wasn't, I don't think they had much hope for him down the road for the rest of the season. So I don't know, Paulie, I'm very excited for tomorrow night. I'm just excited for the rest of the season because this is Buster saying, hey, and to the ownership group, like, Buster probably has to go plead his case to these people. And they said, yes, let's do it. And now, Buster Ball, dude, Buster Ball. That's all I got to say. And I'm really excited about it. Now we need to get a healthy Bailey back just to be behind the dish and a healthy Chapman back and stay healthy Ramos, stay hot Ramos, and stay hot Jung-Hoo. Jung-Hoo leading off, man, he's a threat. Every single time he steps to the plate, he's a threat to get on base. Somehow,
stay hot Jung-Hoo, and also never forget, always remember that, Tony, some like it hot. Shout out the power station, just for your head. Yep. Great track, dude. Don't sleep on John Taylor's bass line, dude. He's crushing it in that song. He's effing crushing it. He's slapping and popping. He's going nuts. I got and by the way, I'm not making this up, dude. I'll prove it to you if I have to. I got the power station on vinyl. I got it on vinyl.
Nice. Yeah, hey, and by the way, Paulie, I see Leah Phillips in the chat, and I just want to say, Leah, I know you're going through some stuff family-wise, and we're sending out a ton of love.
What's going on? I see that she's in distress. What happened? I see a lot of people like consoling her. I don't know. I'm oblivious. Sorry. What happened to Leah?
I think she's just dealing with health issues, not her own personal health, but a family friend is struggling at the moment. So just sending some love. But she asked for Tekashi, so I'm going to give her some Tekashi. Stand by. Yeah.
Dear Leah, I'm so sorry. I'm seeing the news now. I'm very sorry to hear that. We have your back always. If we can do anything, you let us know. That's all. We got you, Leah. And I'm sorry you're going through it, man. Life can be tough, can be unforgiving. At least you can come here and hang out. Hopefully get a couple laughs once a day. But chin up, kid. Chin up. You're going to be okay, Leah. Just do your best. Do your best. We love you. We freaking love you, Leah. And hope to see you soon. Yeah.
Yeah, Leah's she's one of those people that's always there for others. She's always been that way since the day we met her. And
I was so impressed with, let me tell you the history of Paulie Mack and Leah Phillips. There is a little history here, and here's how it went down. When the earliest days of the Murph and Mack show, I'm talking like 06, 07, 08, 09, like in there. I remember Leah was like, I think she might have been an intern or something. And she was like running around, but I was very impressed by her. And I remember telling the powers that be, I go, get her a job, get Leah a job. That's the kind of person you want on the station. Yep. And she worked on our show for a little while. She was always a little bolt of sunshine in the office, but I went to bat for her immediately. I'm like, hire Leah, hire this kid, hire her. That's the kind of person I want. And Leah, Godspeed, man. I love you. So you feel better, and I'll send out some prayers to your friend of your family as well. Anyway,
100%, Paulie. Sending vibes, sending all kinds of love your way, Leah, because you've done it to both of Paulie and I, and to many people that a lot of our colleagues in the past. You've always been there for people. So please don't hesitate to get in touch. If you need anything, for damn sure. And I don't know. That's what this show is for. I feel like Paulie is just kind of hang out and have a good time and spread some good vibes, right?
Yeah,
so
there's so much darkness all around right now. Shout out Springsteen, darkness on the edge of town. It's bad enough as it is. I like the fact that we can all kind of congregate here and just hang out and share some laughs and just remember, like, hey, you know what, man? Life can be good. Life can be funny. Life can be fun. It can be amusing, and we can have a nice little scene while we're at it too. So,
Paulie, this is gonna be part of the. Well, I just want to show this because I want to make everybody laugh for a second, if that's okay. Are you cool with that? And then we'll finish top 3, and then we'll wrap the show.
Go.
All right. I'm sure people have seen this, but if they haven't, just get a piece of the. This song is called "Taste the Goodness of the Biscuit." I think you're aware of this, Paulie, but I'm just going to give everybody a little dose for those.
The ducks though first, T. I think it might clash. Lower the ducks, and then I want to hear these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'll just pause the ducks, and then here we go, man. This is. I think this looks like it's inside of like a Ross.
Yeah. And by the way, this will be me in about 7-8 years. This will be my next gig. I'll just be sitting there at, like in the Target, like in the men's section at Target playing keys. Go ahead, T. Let's see what these guys. And you'll be on vocals. Don't get any funny ideas. You're going to be right there with me. All right, let's take a look. Yeah.
Every time I've seen this, and it just pops up in my feed. Sometimes it makes me laugh. So here we go.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's just so
Taste
good.
the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
No.
It's just the best, dude.
Taste the biscuit.
Oh, is that the best, man? I just had to give you a little piece, man, because I just love that. And I thought we could all use a good chuckle for the moment. You know what I mean?
Biscuit. I like the commitment to the vocal, dude. She's fully committed, which you have to do. By the way, Ray Goodman, I hope you had a good gig over the weekend. And dude, Ray, I know Ray had another gig over the weekend. He's a very busy working musician. You got to tell Tony how you got excused from jury duty. I was catching up late today. I saw Noemi posted something online. It said, or on Twitter, she was like, hey, Ray got dismissed today. So you got sorry, I got distracted. I just saw a message from Rags while I'll go flying by. It said, I'm strangely turned on. You know what, Rags? I might have been too, man. I felt a little of that too. When you got a close up of her face and like the commitment to the vocal, I'm like, ooh, I like that.
Dude.
Something kind of mildly appealing going on there.
And dude, Paulie, and that honey sauce, dude, and that honey sauce. A little more.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
I mean, what a groove, dude.
Taste the butter spread. Biscuit, the butter spread.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling it too. There is something like mildly sexy going on here. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if I can explain it. Maybe it's the orange jacket with the leopard skin cuffs. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's all part of the magic. Yeah.
There is so much going on there. And she reminds me of the woman, the actress who was on Golden Girls, and I forget her name.
That's not a bad call. That's not a bad call. I see it too. Yeah,
she was also Maude. Remember her? She was also on the show Maude. But what was her name? She was she was a great part of Golden Girls, man. She was incredible. But taste the biscuit, taste that honey sauce, Paulie, of the biscuit. So
Noemi with the information as always. She's always first on the scene. She goes, Bo Arthur, man, Bo Arthur. Okay,
B Arthur, BEA. Yeah,
my bad. B Arthur.
No, you're good. B Arthur, yes. Shout out. Doesn't it look like B Arthur? And I mean that as a wholehearted compliment, by the way. So I just want to give everybody a good giggle before we finish up top 3.
Finish
and Paulie, last top 3. I'm gonna do a curveball here because
taste the biscuit and the hot sauce on the chicken and the hand gesture, dude. The flap, like she's giving you the flap. All right, go ahead, finish your thing, man. Let's go.
I'm just because I'm gonna throw a curveball here. It's not the number 3 that I had planned, but We were talking about Corey Haim earlier and License to Drive, right?
Yeah, it's a great film. I'm telling you, I recommend it to all of y'all. You won't regret it. The father, too, bro. The father, when he grounds him at the end of the movie, because the kid winds up stealing the car to impress, and he doesn't even have a license. He fails his driving test. He fails it. And then he goes home, but he's got a date with Heather Graham. So he does what any high school kid would get. He just simply steals his dad's car to go out with Heather Graham. They have a great night, and he comes home, but he trashes the car. He trashes it. And then the father, dude, the father's in the garage. He goes, listen, he goes, here's the situation. He goes, we had a college fund for you. That's gone now. That's all gone. He's like, we had a room. You had a window. It's all gone. Like the dad snaps at the end. It's beautiful. So anyway, Tony, finish your tribute to Haim. I'm on board, whatever it might be.
It's not my tribute to him. I said I need to know. This is a burning question. I've actually wanted to ask you this in the past because we've talked about the other Corey, right? There's Corey Haim and then there's Corey Feldman. Yeah. Now, if you had to choose, which Corey are you choosing? If you had to choose between the Corys, that's number 3 in Tony's top 3. That wasn't planned before the show started, but when you brought up Corey Haim, I had to throw a curveball into the mix.
These are the kind of questions a PMP show is going to bring to the forefront, man. And I'll tell you what, these are the issues that matter. When we run for elected office or we become elected officials of some kind, maybe like assemblymen or city planners or some shit like that, these are the platforms I'm going to run on. Who is the more important Corey? Let's go. I got to tell you, first off, Tony, no disrespect. None. No disrespect to either one of them. I got to say, dude, I'm leaning heavily towards Haim. Okay. Heavily towards Haim. There's something. He's got comedy chops. That kid's actually got some comedy chops. He can do stuff with his face. Like I think about him in this movie when the driver is the driving instructor is yelling at him, make a right hand turn right now, and he's yelling at him, and the kid's panicking. It's hilarious. So I'm gonna say Haim, dude. I lean Haim. How about you?
Well, first of all, John Joseph, you are damn right. We did mention Corey Hart earlier in the show, so we got to give an honorable mention to Corey Hart. But I got to go Feldman all damn day because of 2 reasons. Corey Feldman, number 1, is just his performance in Goonies is just, every time I watch Goonies, I love that movie. And I love that my kids love it. So Feldman all day in Goonies because he's just, thinks he knows it all. It's the best. And then if you've seen any of Feldman's guitar work in the last, say, 10 years on stage, where he thinks he's the second coming of Eddie Van Halen and he's an absolute mess.
Disaster.
Yeah.
I've seen the footage, dude. I've seen him on stage. His ear doesn't work. He's like doing all. It's awful, dude. I feel bad for this kid.
With the whammy bar, dude. That's just
wow. Yeah, but nothing's happening. It's bad. It's really bad. Now, and by the way, Haim left us, dude. Rest in peace, Corey Haim. You know what? Their finest hour, though, for real, might have been as the Frog Brothers in Lost Boys when they were killing vampires. Yeah,
forever, dude. That movie actually, man. That'll get you. That'll give you a good little scare. You know what I mean?
And not to mention the fact they film it at one of my favorite spots on the planet Earth, down at Santa Cruz, man, hanging off the bridge. You know what I mean? With the vampires, the whole thing. I love the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. I love that they shot that movie down there. And I love the fearless frog vampire killing brothers. Shout out to both. But I'm a Haim guy. Until I ride with Haim until I die. That's just me.
I like your subtle hat tip to Les Claypool and that Fearless Flying Frog Brothers.
Yeah, you got that. Very nice, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Speaking of Les Claypool, Tony, did you know that at one time when Jason Newsted left Metallica, Les Claypool was one of the guys that auditioned to join Metallica? Obviously, a little bit of a clash in styles. They're definitely friends, but Claypool's thing is not going to work in Metallica, dude. He's like walking around doing the lights, the hat with the eyes and all this. And I'm glad because he needs to be out doing his own weird thing, Claypool. I've become a very big Claypool fan. I will basically go see him gig anytime now because every time I walk into a Claypool gig, I know all bets are off. Like this could go any number of directions and most likely will. Yeah. Utah, give me 2.
I got 2 things, Paulie, because first of all, I got to give Folsom Steve some love. That yes, Goonies filmed at Cannon Beach in Oregon. I've been to Cannon Beach. It is a fantastic beach. Great reference there, Folsom Steve. And then second of all, I got to give love to Les Claypool because obviously I love him as a bass player, but dude, he invented the instrument called the whamola. So I just wanted to remind everybody about the whamola. and he started selling them online at, I think, primussucks.com or wherever, or maybe he created whamola.com. But dude, it's just a pole with a string and a lever, and it's like ding 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 ding. You've seen him play it, haven't you? Seen him play it, Paulie?
I have.
Shout out to the Whamola and Claypool. Only Claypool could come up with that, man. And so I'm just a Claypool fan for life.
I only got one thing to say, Tony, and I want to give the Metallica tickets away right after this, but I only got one thing to say. Billy came home from Vietnam, just a shadow of a man. He was a shadow of a man when he came back from Vietnam. I don't know how many of you guys, have you ever heard Oysterhead? That's Claypool, Anastasio, and Stuart Copeland. Jesus, all bets are off with those three, man. I saw them gig at the Greek Theater when they did their first tour, and I'll never forget this. Their closing number that night was Changes by Jimi Hendrix. They closed the show with Changes. It was really cool. Anyway, I also wanted to say, looking ahead to tomorrow, a lot of Primus talk tonight, Anthony. I'm glad you're on board. We are going to not only announce our final Metallica ticket giveaway winner tomorrow, we're also going to talk to our friend Los D. We're going to get him on the show tomorrow, and we're just going to turn him loose. Let Los D run free like the antelope, Tony. And that's a reference for you.
Nice.
That was for you.
Nice.
I know what's going on, dude. Don't make me have to show my strength. I will if I have to, but I know the deal. We're running like the antelope. We're doing it. Yeah, go ahead.
Set the gear shift for the high gear of your soul. Okay,
Don't even explain it. Don't even explain it. If you know what's going on, you know what's going. And Stevie B, yes, Primus does suck, and we are apt to. Oh, dude, Marky Graves watching Becoming Led Zeppelin. Yes, it's on Netflix now. Tony, no more excuses. Get your ass over to Netflix.
It's on Netflix now?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Maybe after the show tonight, you tune into some Zeppelin. You watch that movie, dude. You're gonna be in the same shape I was in, which is basically listening to Led Zeppelin every day, all day for like 6 months in a row. Yeah, I haven't stopped.
I love
all
it.
Right, Tony.
Real quick, Ray Goodman, you can't say set the controls for the heart of the sun and expect me to just to ignore it. Okay? Set the controls for the heart of the sun. The heart of that's some spooky, trippy Pink Floyd. Great reference, Ray. I love that. I love that early Floyd. And I don't think it's enough love.
Tony, shout out, see Emily play. Okay.
Oh
yeah,
dude.
Yeah. See Emily play.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
That's
Come
for
on.
me.
Dude, I'm fearless, dude. Fearlessly, the idiot faced the crowd, laughing. Okay, smiling. Okay.
Yeah. That's me. Okay, that's me laughing and smiling like the idiot. Okay, Tony, the final pair of Metallica tickets for the very awesome VIP members of the Polymac Particle community. First of all, thank you for being VIPs. We will be going live from the parking lot on Friday. We'll definitely offer some VIP content then. Maybe talk to some Metallica fans. Maybe do a little group session together. But for the final pair of tickets, Tony, tell them where to send their emails and tell them what to do and what not to do quickly.
Well, also, you can look at the new icons I put on the screen today. Pollyspod at Gmail, right next to the Gmail icon. Pollyspod at gmail.com is where you can email these. And also, we always say this about the show. We always say,
The rules are there ain't no rules.
There is one rule that you cannot say the answer in the chat. We wanted people to email pollyspod at gmail.com, and we want it to be fair and square and give everybody a shot at trying to get in and get these tickets. And then this is our fifth and final winner. And I can't believe that we're going to be seeing Metallica in 4 days, dude.
You better get ready. You better hydrate and stretch out your hamstrings and stuff, because you're going to pull them up. You know, you got to be ready. It's like a full contact sport going to see Metallica. Yeah.
One of my dear friends, Greg Rosenfeld in Houston, Texas, just saw Metallica in Houston. He said it was incredible.
No, they are. It's pretty damn stunning. It's stunning to see them at this point, because they're just a ferocious live band.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a machine. They really are. They're like a machine live. It's very specific and unique to what they do. They kind of speak their own language, musically speaking. So and Noemi is asking, this show is for Sunday. All the tickets we're giving away are for Sunday. We will be sending out all of the protocol and instructions. Tony's going to take care of that tonight or tomorrow morning, where you'll get an email from the Metallica office that tells you where to go, when to pick up, what time, which gate, which window. All that stuff is going to be in the email. You'll be getting that within the next 12 hours. So stay tuned for that. Okay, Tony, here we go for the last time. And thank you, Vicky Straight. thank you, Metallica, for sharing these tickets with us. Like, we all owe them a big debt of gratitude that they looked at our show and they were like, make sure Paulie has tickets to give away. Like, I'm really, really humbled that Vicky remembered us, and she's a great friend of mine, but she did not have to do this. She did that for all of you guys. So for the last time, here we go. If you're a Metallica head, this is a layup, dude. This is a layup in the paint with nobody defending you. This is an easy 2-point basket. Okay, Tony, here we go. Hell is worth all that. Natural habitat. Just a rhyme without a reason. Never-ending maze. Drift on numbered days. Now your life is out of season. Boom. We'll take the correct answer right now. Email it in. Do not post it online. If you do, you're disqualified. Send it into the email box. We'll find the first correct answer. That's what we've been polling. Whoever gets it right first wins the tickets. And Tony, on that note, should I read it again or once enough?
You can read it again. Why not? Why not?
Okay. One more time for those of you who might have dropped your pen. Here it comes. Hell is worth all that. Natural habitat. Just a rhyme without a reason. Never-ending maze. Drift on numbered days. Now your life is out of season. Good luck to all of y'all. Hope to see you on Sunday at Levi's Stadium. All right, Tony, from that to our final Longbridge spot of the night. Now we're going to wrap because we're going to be back first thing in the morning. Well, not first thing in the morning. We'll be back at 11 a.m. to give you another PMP show. Tony, Longbridge Pizza, we hope to see members of the PMP family browsing and mingling with members of the LBP family on Sunday down at Longbridge. And Neil Denardi checked in with both of us yesterday, wishing all of us a happy Father's Day. That goes for all of you guys out there with kids. Hope you enjoyed yourself. But that's kind of the thing they have set up at Longbridge, Tony. It is a very kind of familial vibe when you walk in the door. They do treat you like family. It's kind of a cliche at a lot of restaurants, and this one happens to be very true and very accurate. The food is killer. If you're a Grateful Dead fan, dude, you're going to be like, I can't believe this place exists because I'm hearing like Jerry Garcia Band. I'm getting Live Dead. They got the greatest playlist known to mankind, 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch community. Laid back vibe, serious pizza. Again, a big takeaway from my mom last week was the tomatoes, the sauce. She was like, these tomatoes are phenomenal. And Neil Zanardi, I'm going to say it again. If you guys start bottling your sauce, I will buy it. My mom will buy it. And I bet you it's a chain reaction like dominoes, they'd fall. That's how good his sauce is. It's really, and it's very obvious that he uses the best tomatoes when you taste it. So get on down there. And by the way, if you have like gluten-free concerns in your diet, no problem. They can take care of that as well. They have vegetarian options. If you don't want to eat the chicken parm, they have all kind of veggie. They have a killer tomato, mozzarella, and basil sandwich, by the way. For you vegetarians out there, try that bad boy on for size. Or if you're like Paulie Mac, you just swan dive head first into the pizza because it's so effing good. In fact, Tony, I might join you on Thursday just for a quick slice and then out the door before the Little League game. And also, you maybe speak to that, Tony, the fact that they can accommodate groups like your Little League team.
Yeah, we're bringing a crew of like 20 to Longbridge Pizza on Thursday before the Giants day game, and I'm thrilled for that. Logan Webb's on the bump, and the kids are thrilled to go to Longbridge to get a nice big meal in before they go to the yard. And you know what? I told the kids and I told the coaches, there's a damn good chance we're going right back to Longbridge after the game. Because why? Because the Valkyries play Thursday night too. So at Chase Center, what's her name? Caitlin Clark is coming to Chase Center on Thursday night. So it's going to be a big Thursday right there in the Dog Patch all the way up to Oracle Park. But I wanted to just show everybody what's going on. They just debuted the Vibin' Out burger. And I wanted to show this, the Vibin' Out burger. Neil had us try this last week. It is their take on In-N-Out's Double Double, and they call it the Vibin' Out burger. And you can get it at Dog Patch. Look at this burger. I mean, it is just
gangster. It's gangster beyond belief. Even Tony ate some of this thing, man.
Tony
hasn't eaten years, but he was like, he asked me, he goes, Paulie, pass me that thing. I need to hit that. I'm like, done. Here it comes. And it was so good, right? I bet you it was worth it.
Great. It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. It's a great burger. Seriously, it's their take on it. And, you know, dare I say it's better. And I want my kids to be the judge because they love the double double. So I'm going to bring them in there and get the new Vibin' Out burger. You can give that a shot at Longbridge. Give them a call or Longbridge Pizza or Longbridge.com, and they'll take great care of you. And again, I'm bringing a big group on Thursday. They take big groups there as well. So, you know, and the great beers on tap, great local beers on tap. So the
Are-
Neil
is
knows
your- and I'm not being sarcastic. I mean this literally. Is your team going to be wearing their uniforms? Are you guys like in uniform when you go to?
they'll definitely wear at least their hats. But knowing these kids, if they wear their jerseys, because our first game's on Saturday, they'll be smothered in that amazing pasta sauce and maybe some pesto and you know who knows what else. So it's like maybe not the jerseys.
Shout out to Creative Tony that he's going to be doing a Metallica show Friday and a Little League game Saturday. Dude, good luck with that ass, dude. I've done shit like that. It's brutal. It's not an easy 1-2 punch, but you're going to get through it. Hey, John Joseph, Nutter, Don Peralta, Anthony, Rags, Robot Centaur, Leah Phillips, Noemi, Ray Goodman. You know how you guys just go, it goes on and on. Los D, we'll talk to you tomorrow at 11. The Biscuit. All right, give me a couple more bars and we're going to wrap and we're going to go. Oh,
Get
yeah,
your butter spread all on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my mac and cheese.
hell yeah.
Cause when you're at KFC, you got that special sauce to stir my curiosity.
Hell yeah. Nice lyric. Nice lyric.
Just give me a 5-piece meal. Oh, what a deal. A big old box, it's all for me.
See, she's got the hips
You
going
know
now.
I take coleslaw on the side.
Yep.
I could tell you wanted to try the potato wedges.
Rags is in love. Hey, listen. Okay, man. We will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. And Rags, I feel you. I think I have a crush on this lady too. I don't know. There's something going on there. Tony, dismiss the class with David Lee Roth. That's another ladies' man who would probably be very intrigued by this woman. But let's hear from Dave. Go ahead. Yeah.
Class dismissed.
Oh, I did a little crossfade there. There we go.
Yeah, David Lee Roth will walk up to her and be like, hey, let me ask you a couple questions about that hot honey sauce you're talking about right here. All right, Tony, always fun. Good luck to you. Godspeed. Get your ass out of jury duty. We need you on the show, or it's night flights till we drop. We'll figure a way out to deliver the show, but hopefully they'll release Tony on Wednesday. Rags, get some sleep. John Joseph, Pete Gould, stay away from the Geneva Drive-In. Patty from Napa, rock and roll. Oh, by the way, compliments to Mikey. He looked good in that PMP shirt. That was pretty badass. Noemi, Ray Goodman, all of y'all, thanks for the love. Miguel, cheers to you, my man. And we'll see everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m. Fun show tonight. Get some rest, everybody. We'll see you in the morning. Peace.
Take care, everybody. 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Peace.